Productions presents from Reno, Nevada, the Sands Regency Open number 18. I'm Bill Incardona along with Rifle and Buddy Hall. Buddy, the tournament started with 53 of the top players in the world. Now we are down to just 3 players left in the tournament. The only undefeated player left in the tournament is Hurricane Tony Allen. He's waiting in the wings to see who's going to win this match to play in the finals. And this match is between the number 1 player in the world, Johnny Archer, and a guy who's trying to reestablish himself on the Pro Tour. He's currently ranked number 3. His name is Captain Hook, Mike Sigel.
I think he has reestablished himself. He's had high finishes in almost every event that he's played in this year.
Well, Paul Potier is going to be the neutral racker for both parties here, and right away the corner ball finds its way into the corner pocket. Something that Mike Sigel didn't like, as you can see his expression. Not very happy about the corner ball going in, because if that starts to happen when Johnny breaks the balls, no telling how many racks Johnny can string.
Is Potier going to rack the balls too?
Absolutely, he'll be the racker for both players.
Well, he really don't like it then. Mike really doesn't like that then.
Johnny Archer very quickly out of the gate, pocketing 2 balls on the break. Very important match for both players, particularly Johnny Archer. With a win here and also a win against Ellen in the finals, Johnny Archer will definitely secure Player of the Year honors. That's an extra incentive that he has going for him right now. Meantime, Mike Sigel desperately wants to win this match and this tournament.
Well, you have to be able to shoot to win. We've got Johnny looks, of course, when you start like that, it's hard not to look solid, you know.
Well, he's the number 1 player in the world, and he broke the balls. They spread open very nicely for him. You know, he really got a nice shot for the opening rack. He got a nice shot, you know, and the balls were open nicely. Running the first rack quite smoothly. Let's pay particularly close attention to the wing ball. The wing ball is the 6th ball. Now, the first time Johnny broke the balls, the wing ball went in on the break.
Yeah, and he made 2, didn't he?
Yeah, he made another ball along with the wing ball, and he ended up with a real nice shot on the 1 and then running the rack.
I don't think he could keep the corner ball out.
Well, you know, before the match started, they were practicing breaking, and the corner ball was staying out. Now, once again, the corner ball goes directly into the corner pocket, along with, this time, 2 other balls. Really to the displeasure of Mike Sigel sitting in his chair. Every once in a while, Rick Bully, our cameraman, will go to Mike Sigel in his chair just to see how he likes this, or what's happening to him, if we'll get his expression. This is something that Johnny certainly is enjoying right now. But of course, things have a tendency to change when you're playing 9-ball, particularly on a table with forgiving pockets.
Yeah.
Archer immediately getting into the rhythm he enjoys playing in, wasting very, very little time, just taking care of business. Really likes the way things are going right now. Pocketing balls on the break, ended up with a nice shot after the break, and then completing it with running out. 1 rack and now 2.
He's unbeatable with that corner ball going. With that break, well, you know that. It's impossible to beat him if he's going to break the balls like that. I need something to stir this coffee with.
The corner ball is the 8 ball. He has successfully broken the balls twice now, making the corner ball. That's the third consecutive time the corner ball has gone in. This time, along with the 1 on the side, now the 2 ball will be the ball he'll be shooting at. It's positioned near the lower left-hand corner pocket. It's not what you may consider a gimme shot. He has to work a little bit to put it down. In the meantime, the 3 ball up table near the right-hand side pocket, or reasonably close to the side pocket. The problem is really not pocketing the 2. It's attaining some sort of a shot on the 3. He's going to dig down under the cue ball. Looks like he's going to try to draw the ball off the 4. He may come close to scratching on the side here. Nope, he missed. He missed the 2, but look. The 4 ball going cross corner, but not falling. In the meantime, the 2 finally came to rest near the side cushion. It may be frozen. If the 2 ball is frozen, Buddy, on the side cushion, that makes this bank even more difficult.
2 rail across the corner. Just hit it with a high ball, stick it there.
In hopes to position the 2 ball behind the 9, 6, and 7?
All right. Play in position for the 3 up in that corner. I don't see anything else, do you?
Well, I think he might be able to bank it cross-side. Let's take a look at his expression. He doesn't like the results, but of course he has nothing to say about it right now. That's what happened. He has to deal with it. There's something on the table. He wants
just following the cue ball, right?
Paul Patier to remove a piece of foreign article or whatever it is off the table.
Oh, wait a minute. I got some. I don't know if I can make this.
2-0 Archer.
See if he's playing across the side or twice across the corner.
He played across side following the cue ball. It looks like he may have gotten away with it, at least for now. The cue ball seemed to have found a position behind the 3. Johnny Archer immediately goes to his jump cue.
A stirrer.
Johnny Archer, one of the premier jump cue players, or artists I should say, in the country today. This is a tool that's really invaluable. Gets you out of trouble so often, and Johnny really isn't reluctant to get it out of his bag because he executes this particular shot as well as anyone. Okay, he wasn't able to put the 2 ball down. I noticed you still have that cough.
No, I just woke up, Billy. I haven't had a, no.
Go ahead, buddy. This is a must shot for Sigel. He has to put this ball down. He already trails in the match 2-0. This is his first legitimate opportunity at the table. He's not really comfortable right now. He has to follow this shot. He would do better if he would hit the 2 ball fully, following it, playing position for the 3 either in the upper left-hand corner or possibly even in the side. Well, he punched it.
On him.
He punched it. He didn't really get a good follow on the ball. He punched it. If he would have hit the ball cleanly with a good follow stroke, he would have got a lot of different action from the cue ball. The action that he got from the cue ball indicates to me at least that he punched the ball instead of going ahead and stroking it. Understandable. Trailing 2-0, playing the number 1 player, wants to reestablish himself as the premier 9-ball player in the world. He's going to have a problem if he doesn't get his act together, because Johnny Archer is very loose at the table and is breaking the balls extremely well.
Depending on where he lands here, I don't see any problems, do you?
No, the 5 ball was the key shot in the rack. Very awkwardly positioned near the side pocket. He's got a pretty good angle on the 5. After pocketing the 5, he'll leave that cushion far enough so he'll be able to bridge comfortably. Matter of fact, he hit it very nicely, leaving the cushion a good 10 to 12 inches. It looks like just routine from this point out. 7-9. And with a couple more strokes, Archer will then attain a 3-0 advantage in this match. This is a race to 13.
Yeah, race to 13. He's a quarter of the way there. No, a fifth of the way there.
Closer to a quarter. If the corner ball continues to go in, Mike's going to have a long day sitting in that chair. Seven balls the wing ball this time. He has been making the one on the side, by the way.
Yeah.
So if he's able to make the one on the side with any regularity, he's really going to be dominant in this match. Corner ball once again. One didn't go into the side. It went cross corner, and it looks like there's a group of balls that's around the one.
That might be a big break. Look at the 2-9. That might be the roll he needed to kind of give him a jump start here.
I wonder, let's get a close-up of the group of balls at the other end of the table, Rick, and find out whether or not, if he's awarded ball in hand, whether he can place the ball in a position on the table to hit the one.
I don't think so.
Can he place the ball in between the rail and the 8 ball if he's given ball in hand? Because
he can't win this game. The ball's landed where he cannot win this game.
I disagree with that, buddy. I think he can win this game. He cannot shoot out toward the 6-8-1 right now, or I agree with you. What he needs to do now is break loose the 9 from the 2. That's the first thing he has to do. Give Mike Sigel ball in hand. Let Mike position the cue ball.
Mike's just going to give him, he's going to say push out. Mike's going to say shoot. He may have a chance like this.
Well, he said push. Doesn't Mike have a billiard now?
I don't think so. He's thinking really well. He may have a combination.
I think there's a chance he can make the billiard if he gets the 2 thinly.
Oh, it would be a super hit. Really be a hit.
Well, he's going to give it a shot.
Yeah, he tried your shot, Bill.
He tried to hit the full ball on the 2 ball and go through the 2 ball to make the billiard using that type of a technique, but it obviously didn't work. But in the meantime, he did position the cue ball near the cushion, and it doesn't look like Johnny has a shot.
What do you do here? You play the 2 straight up the rail and blast?
I don't think that you can pocket anything with that shot.
I don't think you can move the 2 and keep something from being pocketed up there, can you?
Yeah, the way the balls are lying up there, I don't think anything can go. The 6 is against the 8, the 8's against the 4, and I don't believe he can make a ball unless he
moves
happens to hit the 2 precisely into the 8 accurately enough to pocket the 8. He might be going cross corner with the 2. Okay, this is the type of a shot that Mike really needed. He wanted something not too hard that he could start his inning with. You know, now the 2 naturally is a very pocketable ball. The 3 ball near the side pocket. The problem here is the position of the 4. If we can get a close up after he shoots the 2, Rick, we'll be able to discern whether or not the 4 can be pocketed. Let's get a close up of the 5, 4, 6, and 8. Okay, look at the 4. Buddy, can you tell whether or not he can pocket the 4 on a good hit? He's looking at it now.
Yeah, I believe he can pocket the 4. The problem is going to be the being able to secure a shot from 2 to 5 to get back to the 6-8 billiard. He's not going to be able to do anything but play a billiard on the 8. He may be able to draw it straight out of there too. If he can draw it straight out of there, that's what he'll do. Yeah, he could.
Okay, now the 6-8 billiards available. He cannot pocket the 6 straight in, so he's going to have to play position for the 6-8 billiard. And he would also like to attain the correct angle. After pocketing the billiard, the cue ball will then go away from the 6, playing position for the 6 in the same pocket as he pockets the 8. He doesn't like it for some reason. He's good. Okay, looks like he's going to get a double kiss off of the 6 from this position. After hitting the 6, he'll make the billiard, and then the 6 ball should come back and hit the cue ball.
May end up having to play them both in the same pocket.
Well, no, he was able to get the cue ball away from the 6, which is nice. Now, he's left-handed, so he may have a problem reaching this shot.
Yeah, but he has such a right-handed ability. Another right-handed shot, maybe.
barely able to reach it, but nonetheless, he pocketed the 9 ball and finally does get a beat on his side of the wire. After game number 4, Mike Sigel is on the board, 1-3. He trails. The corner ball went in 3 consecutive racks when Archer broke the balls. Let's see what kind of action Sigel gets on his break. Now, if the corner ball doesn't go for Sigel,
he's dead in the water.
He's absolutely dead in the water is right. He has no chance of winning this match if he doesn't make the wing ball. That is the 3 ball. And it didn't even come close to going in.
No, but he let up on it. He didn't hit it like Johnny did.
Exactly. He went with that control the cue ball break and forget about everything else because I know I'm going to get the wing ball.
Right.
Now he's disappointed. He didn't get the wing ball, so he has to go to another plan.
He has to drive the end ball, the corner ball in.
Now Johnny's power, the velocity that Johnny's putting into the break is probably forcing the corner ball in.
Right.
But you know, as sagacious as Mike is, I'm certainly sure he's aware of that now. The next time he's back at the table breaking the balls, I'm sure we'll see some velocity into the break.
Yeah.
That was a very impressive shot. He would like to come over a little bit further than that, but it looks like he's going to try to squeeze the 3 past the 7.
You know, he shoots so straight he can do that. See, I can't play position for balls like that. I need the complete pocket to shoot at, Bill.
Okay, he's going to go forward after trying to pocket this ball, I would think, unless he can just stop dead and play the 4 in this corner, but I like going forward here.
Yeah. You really have to shoot straight for this. Oh boy, he hit it nicely.
Okay, he has a little bit of a problem here. Notice how closely the cue ball is to the 7 ball. It's not going to hamper his bridge hand, but it may impair his vision here on this particular shot. Because he's going to have to aim the right side of the cue ball to hit the left side of the 4 ball if he's pocketing it in the upper right-hand corner. Now, the 7 ball resting against the cue ball, you know, it might diminish his accuracy somewhat. What do you think?
Well, he has to go across the top of the 5. He has to miss the corner, the side pocket. There are a lot of things could hamper it here. I thought he rubbed it a little. Did he rub it a little?
I don't know what he did with it. I didn't. First I thought he was going to play the 4 ball in the other pocket, the upper right-hand corner, and that's why I thought that perhaps his vision may have been
impaired by
the
7
position of the 7. But if he's going to pocket the 4 in the other corner, then he's going to use the left side of the cue ball to aim with, so therefore there is no obstruction there. In the meantime, he's got a problem here.
He has to turn this ball in. He has to come in so close to this lower left-hand corner pocket here with the cue ball in order to miss the 9 and the 8 to get position on the 7. This is a very difficult shot. You're right.
But he has a couple ways of playing it. He can settle for the long shot in the 7, playing position for the upper left-hand corner.
Yeah, I mean, you don't think he has to hit it too thin for that?
You think he has to go around?
Hit the 5 too thin
Okay.
to rest the cue ball in that area.
I thought that he could cut the 5 in the side and apply a nice draw stroke, hitting the bottom cushion, and then going up toward the 7 in that fashion like this.
That corner pocket's awful big with this shot.
Okay, then he could apply a nice draw stroke and hit it with a harder speed, going either into the 7 or trying to bypass the 7. That's another option. You know, we don't like to go into balls, but sometimes maybe we're forced to.
Right. He's going to try to miss the 9 and the 8.
I think that he's really taken on too much, trying to miss both the 9 and the 8 here on the shot. He hit the 9.
Nipped the 9, yeah. He still got out of there.
Yeah, he hit the 9 and got what you might consider a little bit of a fortuitous roll off of that particular shot. He doesn't have what you consider a gimme. He's pretty far from the 7, which may preclude him from following it for position on the 8. He's eyeing up the cross side bank, which looks like probably the right choice right here, buddy. He needs to draw the cue ball back, I'd say 2 to 3 inches.
Right. A straight shooting boy right
Very,
there. He shoots
very
straighter than
nicely
anybody
done.
I know, I guess. As far as just being able to pocket the ball, I don't know anyone who can pocket like Mike Sigel.
He's in an optimum position to bank the 8 cross side and also to play shape on the 9.
Oh, can you roll that ball? Ooh, man. Do I hate that stroke, don't you?
A lot of work in that rack.
Oh,
a lot of work.
I'm telling you. He should get 2 for that one.
After game number 5, Mike Sigel says, hey, listen, I didn't make the corner ball, but I can still play. After game number 5, Sigel trails by 1 game in the match, 2 games to 3. Okay, let's see if he changes his break this time, buddy. I'm kind of interested to see if he changes his break.
He'll hammer it this time. He has to. He knows that he can't survive if that corner ball doesn't go. He's got to have the corner ball too. He knows that. One thing Michael does have is a lot of snap.
Okay, he's looks like he's in his preparation strokes is an indication that he's going to put some more velocity, more power into the break, which he does, and he gets the corner ball.
Right.
Watch out, the cue ball, narrowly going into the side, but missing.
He knows he has to have that corner ball too.
That was better.
From the angle that we have, buddy, I don't know if the combination is an advisable shot. Looks like he has hit the 1 ball very thinly to score the 1-8 combination, and if he does that, there's no guarantee he can hold the cue ball.
We had a complete sellout on the headsets today, you know that, don't you, for this match? We draw a lot
Well, you know
this
why,
match
don't
has
you?
drawn a lot
You
of
know why
interest.
that everyone rented headsets? Because they heard that Grady Matthews, the professor, was going to be here today, and
I do hear a lot of that. A lot of people saying, boy, I'd love to listen to you and Billy and Grady on the commentary.
okay, Mike tried to play a safety, positioning the 1 down this end of the table and also trying to locate the cue ball behind the 8. He wasn't able to position the cue ball in the area that he needed to, and he's left Johnny a pretty good kick safety shot. Johnny's going to probably try to kick behind the 1, setting it in between the 4 and 7 backup table.
He hit it
Very
perfect.
nicely executed. Notice the 1 ball going back up the other end of the table, leaving a lot of distance in between the cue ball and the 1 ball. He certainly has done his job.
Yeah, he hit it about as square as you could hit it. I'll tell you, what you do here is you try to make sure that the 1 ball is on one side of this wall and the cue ball is on the other side. Now, you may not be able to play it behind a particular ball, but one thing that you have to do, you have to make sure that you have a chance to get behind any of them.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to make sure that that 1 ball is on one side of the wall and the cue ball is on the other side. And that gives you, I'd say, a little better than 50-50 chance that you don't leave a good shot.
Okay, now if I were Mike, I would try to bank the 1 in between the 6 and the 9. I think that he's got a real good chance of hooking Johnny behind the 4-6 with the cue ball.
I think he'll play it behind the 7, trying to stick closer to the 8.
Okay.
He may even be shooting at this ball. He shot at the ball. He has a shot. Did he get over enough?
I don't know. I don't think he's gone over far enough to come up with a shot on the 2. He wanted to hit the 7. He wanted to hit the 7 and then take his chances that the 1 ball would find a nice spot behind a 2 or the 4 or the 6. But he didn't do that. He banked the 1 ball past the 7 into the corner pocket, and he finds himself with a problem, not able to see the 2, or at least not able to see the 2 or enough of the 2 to pocket it.
If he can hit it, he has something. If he can hit it, he can't hit it. He's kicking. He has to kick. Here, the way I try to play this ball, I try to kick off of the side rail, hitting the 2 full, playing the two rails, the end rail and the side rail out, and just trying to force the cue ball on down to the end rail.
That shot plays much better on paper.
Well, it's a pretty accurate shot. You can hit that ball pretty square. It's close enough to the rail where you can hit it fairly, pretty square. He come across the top of it, but he's okay. It looks like he's okay.
I don't know. I think he's left Johnny a shot on the 2.
Well, if he has, Johnny can make it. I can tell you that.
Oh, most certainly he can make it. And I do think he's left him a long shot on the 2, which there's no doubt in my mind now Johnny's shooting at the pocket.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, he's okay.
He's okay in the respect that he can see the 4. Naturally, it's not as easy a shot as he wanted, but of course it still is a shot. But what it does carry is automatic position, providing that he pockets the 4. He should go then 1 cushion, or actually 2 cushions, back out to the quarter part of the table. Quarter way over now, and have a nice shot on the 5.
You follow this or you pull it over. You draw it over, you follow it over.
Myself, I think that I would actually draw it over and draw it back for the 6 and the other side. I don't know if I would do this. Of course, this looks pretty good.
You were talking about drawing it over and back and playing it on the other side?
I was talking about drawing over and back and either playing in the corner or the other side.
Huh.
I didn't.
You didn't know that side was available.
Well, I don't know if it was or not. I just didn't want to fool with the 7. That's the way I look at it. Well, maybe he didn't have the angle that he could have done that comfortably with. But despite that, he was able to choose his shot and execute it very nicely.
Now you just 2 rails out, play the 9 down here in the corner.
If Johnny's able to pocket both the 8 and the 9, then he'll double Mike Sigel's score and take a 2-game lead in the match, 4 games to 2.
Mike was pretty hard luck there, I felt like, when he knocked the 1 ball in, especially if he wasn't playing the 1, because evidently if he didn't have a pocket to shoot at and the 1 went in, he's playing the cue ball to the area that he landed in up there. He's trying to put the wall between them.
Yeah, well, I can understand what you're saying, and I can sympathize with Mike that the 1 did go in, but there was still something that you had to be concerned with. There was the possibility of making the 1, which was evident after he shot the ball, that the 1 had a chance to go.
Hey, John. Hey, John. Smile for the camera, John. How are you going to beat that?
Balls are spread very nicely. I don't know how thin of a cut he has on the 1 ball. He'll have to hit it very thinly going cross table underneath the 8 and then back for position on the 2 on the side. Nicely done. Now he would like to follow this ball in between the 5-6. That would be the ideal position on the table to end up in. And this makes the remainder of the rack play quite simple. All you got to do now is stop on the 5, draw the ball slightly up table with a nice angle on the 8 to go cross table for the 9.
You got it. Sounds like you have got a plan.
Well, sometimes the balls lay where even I can plan a way to get out.
Okay, here the way I play it is you put the cue ball almost where the 5's at. Play to the side rail, out to the center, so you can play to the side rail, back open to this side. Just like that.
Yeah, I like drawing it and attaining the angle right of the 8, and going to the side cushion and back over again.
Right. That's the way I like it too.
And that's the way he likes it.
And that's the way he likes it.
And the only one that really doesn't like it like that
is Mike Sigel.
Is Mike. This is game number 7. Johnny Archer is pocketing balls on the break every time he's breaking the balls. And he's been awarded with corner ball every time he's broken the balls also. Game number 7 goes to Archer. Game number 7 goes to Archer, and he leads in the match 5-2. Johnny's shooting a 936 on the TPA chart, pocketing 44 balls and only missing 1. He's been playing flawless 9-ball except in one area, the safety area, where he's committed 2 errors playing a safety. His opponent, Mike Sigel, has pocketed 18 balls, and he has missed 2 balls. He's shooting an 857, which is somewhere around world-class speed. But world-class speed is not going to be good enough to beat Johnny Archer, at least not right now, especially the way Johnny's breaking the balls, pocketing the corner ball on the break every time he breaks them.
All right.
What's this? The corner ball did not find its way into the corner pocket, but what did find its way into a pocket was the cue ball. Immediately, Mike has a demanding shot. He must play position either on the 2-9 combination in the side or the 2 in the corner. Now, if he plays position for the 2 in the corner, he has to make sure that he stays on top of the 2 because of the position of the 3 resting on the bottom cushion. But he does have a choice here, I do believe. He can play for the 2-9 combination.
I'll tell you the truth, if he can get deep enough for that, I like that.
I like following the ball on the side. How can you go to a corner when you can follow it?
He's trying to figure out a way to get to it, right?
Oh, he wants to play for the combination,
right.
Obviously. Yes.
Right.
He's playing for the combination. That's certainly indicated by where he's positioning the cue ball for the 1. If he was playing position for the 2 ball in the corner pocket, he would play the 1 in the side and just go to the side cushion. But now he wants to get deeper behind the 2 ball, so therefore he has to position the cue ball differently, chooses another shot for the 1 ball into the other corner, and follow down table past the 2 and gain position for the 2-9 combination.
Yeah, it's the 2-9. The 2-9er.
That's just about as perfectly executed as you could expect. Along with that shot. And with that shot, Mike Sigel cuts into that 3-game lead, now only trails by 2, 3-5.
You know, to have as pitiful a break as Mike has had here, and still be this, it's still a match.
Well, absolutely, it's still a match, but keep this in mind. The last time Mike broke the balls, he did pocket the corner ball on the break.
Right. Mike has made 1 ball out of 2 breaks. This is his 3rd break. Johnny, the least he has made is 2. Out of 5 breaks.
Well, no, he didn't make any last break.
Well, last
he made the
break
cue
he
ball.
didn't make anything.
You can't count that as 2 balls. And he didn't get the corner ball that time.
He got it, but he got it off of a carom.
Yeah, he got the corner ball, but he got it the way he didn't want it. But nevertheless, he'll still accept it.
Yeah, he made 2. Wow.
And right away, he's confronted with a very demanding shot, not only in pocketing the one, but controlling the cue ball, both the direction and the speed. And to do that with this long of a shot is quite difficult, buddy.
Oh, boy, you have to load this up with inside English and still be accurate on the one. If you can do that, then you're a magician anyway.
If you can do that, then you know you deserve to belong in the position where you are, and that's playing for the tournament title. But this is a shot that it's quite demanding.
Yeah.
This shot really demands a lot of concentration and also respect. Looks like he's going toward the 5 with the cue ball.
He does have to go toward the 5, but he don't want to hit the 5.
Oh,
He overhit it. He has overhit it. He's in the drink.
He's gone. He is gone.
He had to hit it with the inside. It's amazing just to be able to pocket the ball with the inside English like that.
And he had a very difficult shot that demanded a lot of respect and concentration, and most importantly, an accurate hit. Well, he gave it all that I said that it was needed, but the cue ball found the path to go into the corner pocket, awarding Johnny Archer ball in hand, and probably this game.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Let's take a look at Mike Siegel's break here right quick while they're racking the balls. Let's go to our replay and check Mike out. Now here's Mike Sigel.
He doesn't have quite the extension that Johnny Archer has, and he doesn't really have the body movement. He doesn't go into the balls like Archer.
He doesn't leave the ground.
Right.
He doesn't leave the ground. Now, if we get a chance to review Johnny's break, look at the difference, the extreme difference in the two breaks.
I would venture to say that the older Mike Sigel in the 80s had much better extension on the break than he has right now for some reason. Would you say that is true? Well,
yeah, I think Mike always broke the balls better from out in the table too than off the rail. And now the game has evolved to just kind of a off the side rail break. You know,
now, actually, Johnny really didn't make the corner ball on that break. He got kissed in, but it was, it was almost going in. But I could tell from the angle that I had that it wasn't going to go. Another ball came and it kissed it into the pocket. Johnny would like to make the 1-6 billiard, but in doing that, he would still have to control the 1 ball. He may even want to try to bank the 1 cross-side, make the 6 billiard, and play shape for the 2. Okay, things are working out well for Johnny at this juncture of the match, leading 6-3. And by making the 1 2 rails cross-side was really to his liking, because if the 1 hadn't fallen 2 rails cross-side, he would have had a problem.
He sure would. He would have been maybe behind the 2. Yeah, I had to think.
So, buddy, it looks like up into this point of the match, if you would say who the balls are cooperating for up to this point, you would have to say that Archer has been the recipient of the better rolls.
Absolutely. If judging from the break to this point of the match, if it continues like that, I would say that Mike has no chance in this match.
Well, after game number 10, Archer has a 4-game lead, 7-3. That's a really substantial lead considering they've only played 10 games. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to take a look at Archer's break and compare the difference between Archer's break and Sigel's break. Watch the body movement, the extension of the cue. Look at the cue going forward. Look at the body and his weight going forward. He puts a lot more into the break than Mike has, and he's being rewarded for it.
All right. He absolutely has. He puts everything into it. Everything he owns goes into it.
Corner ball going straight into the corner pocket. Notice the position of the one after Johnny breaks the balls. Every rack, the one either goes into the side or positions itself near the upper right-hand corner pocket. And this is why the pros practice breaking the balls, because not only do they practice putting velocity into the break and controlling the cue ball, they also practice controlling the one ball. And it's so important when you're playing on a table that gives you the corner ball to control the one ball.
All right. I've had them to the point. I've had guys break so good playing me here this last year, Billy. They play the one in the side and be racking the 2 ball down here behind next to the ball, and they're force following the cue ball down, playing position on the 2.
Yeah. I've seen Alan Hopkins do that because Alan Hopkins does play the 1 on the side, and most players are educated to the point where they do rack the 2 in the back of the rack.
Right.
And Alan, being such a astute player, realizes that, listen, I'm playing the 1 on the side, I have to play shape for the 2.
Right.
So he more or less force follows the cue ball down for position on the 2,
right,
knowing his chances of pocketing the 1 are very good because he hits that shot accurately.
Right.
And he does get rewarded for it quite often. In the meantime, Johnny Archer is making the corner ball with regularity. He's already leading in the match by 4 games. It's going to be a long afternoon for Mike Sigel.
That may not be quite that long.
Right.
Thank you.
It looks like he has an option here. He can follow the 4 ball, 2 cushions, playing position for the 5 on the side, or he can draw across table, playing position for the 5 in the lower right-hand corner. So he does have an option here.
Which is it looks to me like the only way to play it when you hit it that well.
Okay, now he has the option of going to the corner or the side. I believe the corner is the correct pocket to play, drawing the ball back for position for the corner. A lot of players would have followed that for position for the side, but this shot is just as easy as a side pocket shot, and plus you secure the accuracy of the 5 ball by hitting it with the speed that he hit it with, so therefore the corner pocket was definitely the right pocket to play position for the 6th. And with the 9 ball here, Buddy, this lead will now extend itself to 5 games, 8 games to 3 in favor of Natalie, the player at the table, Johnny Archer.
Breaking the balls the way he's breaking. I don't see any way to. The only thing you can do there is keep him from breaking the balls anymore.
Well, Johnny has pocketed 68 balls and only missed 1, scratching on the break once, committing 2 safety errors and shooting a 944 on the total performance average, which is quite high, extremely high considering world-class speed is 875. 944 is really playing some pool. Mike Sigel really defenseless, and in defense of Mike Sigel, he has been defenseless. He really hasn't had much to say about what Johnny Archer is doing out there.
Right.
Now notice the break stats. Archer breaking the balls 8 times, successfully pocketing balls on 7 of those breaks, and look at this, the runouts. He's run out 5 out of the 8 racks he has broken the balls. And that's what I mean when I say Mike Sigel has been defenseless. He really doesn't have anything to say about what the score is because Johnny Archer has put him in the chair and has frozen him there.
All right.
No corner ball that time, but the 2 ball did find its way into the other corner pocket. And once again, the 1 ball finds its, its usual position in front of the upper right-hand corner pocket. And once it looks like an instant replay.
Yeah.
Every rack. He's already run out 5 out of 8 racks. I mean, that's a percentage that no one can beat. Believe me, no one can beat that. And if he's able to run on this rack from the break, that means he'll be running out 66% of the time off of the break. There isn't anyone breathing or that ever has breathed that can accomplish this. And this guy's just masterful today. He's doing everything he needs to do.
No one can do that every, on an every match level. But once in a while, once in a while, you can do that.
The world-class average for running out off of the break is 25%. This man is at a 66% pace right now. That's truly,
catch up,
truly incredible.
Tough to catch up. He has the corner pocket over there, evidently.
This just supports the my thought that the break is just too much of an important shot in the game, I mean, here's Mike Sigel, who has played flawlessly in this tournament, really has played a great tournament, only to see himself frozen in the chair, really defenseless.
By a breaker.
Right. But of course, I'm not going to try to take anything away from Johnny Archer. Even though you pocket balls on the break, you still have to back it up with good playing. And he certainly has shown us he can do that, and has been doing it for quite some time. But the fact still remains is that the break is still the single most important shot in the game of 9-ball. Myself, I don't think it should be that big, and I feel that we should redesign some of the rules to change that.
I do too. I know winter break is not the way.
No, I'm really a proponent of alternating the break, and I believe strongly that until we adopt that rule into the format, we're going to see matches like this regularly.
Right.
And when you play alternate break, you're going to see closer matches. You're going to see just more competitiveness out there. People are going to be, playing better because they know everything's going to be close. They're going to have a reason to play harder.
Right. They're going to have their turn.
Right. After the end of game number 9, after the end of game number 12, Johnny Archer leads in the match 9-3.
Mike was leading 8-4 playing Tony Ellen. Tony Ellen is another giant breaker on the tour. In fact, he has a hot seat in this tournament. Now, Mike was leading him 8-4. And Tony got to the table, got the break really rolling for himself, and beat Mike 8 out of 9 games.
That's exactly right. That's another indication that the break is just out of proportion. I mean, the strength of the break is just too important of a shot. It shouldn't be. Johnny Archer, how he got here was he defeated Ted Ito 13-7, Jeff Carter 13-9, Dick Lane 13-6, George Michaels 13-9, and then he ran into a strong win by the name of Hurricane Tony Ellen, who defeated Johnny Archer 13-8.
Right. Mike understands all too well just how big the break is too. I mean, he's such a veteran of the game, been around so long. He's been playing good pool for 20 years.
Well, the only thing I could say, if Mike goes on to lose this match, which looks inevitable, that's what's going to happen. The only thing I could say to console him would be, Mike, at least you had the best seat in the house.
Try to get voted back on the board and change it to rotates the break, alternate break.
Johnny Archer breaking the balls 9 times, successfully pocketing balls on 8 of those breaks and running out 6 of the 9 racks. That adds up to a 66% ratio. Successfully running out off the break, and it looks like he's going to add one more game to that, which will increase it to 70%.
Yeah. Oh, man. You mean the average is going up instead of down? My goodness. Both of these guys ran into a big stumbling block, didn't they?
They certainly did. They both have one thing in common. They share one thing in common, is they both have played the Hurricane this tournament. And they most certainly have felt the strength of his wins. Ellen defeated Sigel 13-9 and defeated Archer 13-8. So what Archer is doing to Sigel in this particular match, Tony Ellen certainly has the ability and the power to do to either one of these two players, because that's what it takes. You know, that's what it takes to do this kind of a thing, to put on this type of an act. Siegel's been in that chair now for the better part of 4, maybe 4.5 racks, that is. He hasn't gotten out of his chair in the last 4+ racks. So it's easy to build a case for Mike Sigel.
And he was behind 6-3 when that started. It's easy to build
Actually,
a case.
the only thing that gave Mike a chance was Johnny scratching on the break. That was only the one break that he erred when he scratched in the side. Other than that, he's played just about a perfect match.
Hey, Billy, ask her if she's got some sugar. That's what I was trying to do. What? What happened?
Well, the 5 ball almost went in, and wouldn't you know it, he did not make a ball on the break. And what you expect to see?
Right, he's hooked.
You expect to see Mike Sigel without a shot, because that's just the way things are going.
At least Mike says, I get to wrestle for one anyway. I get to try to out-wrestle him one round.
Oh, my turn at the table. Let me see, where can I push?
That's not good. Distance is not a...
Well, he pushed, and he gave Johnny some distance in hopes that he won't be able to control the cube ball and end up with a shot on the 2.
This is a natural ball. This looks like a natural ball. Just a touch of left-hand English, it comes around naturally.
Yeah, I definitely think that Johnny's going to pocket the 1 and come up with a shot on the 2. Chances of him not coming up with a shot on the 2 are not very good. He's just hitting this with the center ball. No English. He's going 2 cushions around.
All he had to do is not be afraid to hit it.
Yeah, well, the 5 ball precluded him from hitting it as hard as he needed to, because that was the only obstacle out there that he probably was afraid of, was the 5 ball, positioning the cue ball behind the 5 and not coming up with a shot on the 2. And that's the reason why Mike pushed it in that position, because he thought perhaps that he might hook himself behind the 5. I thought that Mike really precipitously pushed out into a bad position on the table, which he evidently did, but Johnny really didn't hit that shot as hard as he needed to.
He done that with a plan. At least if I'm going to shoot, I'm going to have a shot. Yeah, I would much rather have pushed up table.
Paul Potier is the referee for this match, using his two-chalk method to replace the cue ball. Yeah, which is pretty shrewd. Pretty crafty fellow. Nicely hit. Nice little touch of the 3-ball, positioning it in a reasonable area on the table where it can be pocketed in the upper right-hand corner. 5-ball positioned about 2 inches off the cushion, near the side pocket. It looks like it can be pocketed in the side. Johnny shooting the 3-ball with a touch of inside English. I think that when you use inside English on that particular type of a shot, you could get a better look at the object ball.
I think he's going to have to snatch this one. He may end up playing this ball down in this corner, the 5 down in the lower corner here. Oh. He has the side pocket.
Yes, he has the side pocket available. It's about 2 to 3 inches from that side cushion. The side pocket is available, but it still demands respect. He can't take advantage or take the shot for granted. He's got to continue his assault on Sigel and maintain that strong concentration he's had throughout the match. When you're a champion, you just realize for some reason that if you miss, you could lose, and you just don't ever want to miss. And that's the difference sometimes.
And when you're number 1 player, you don't miss very often.
You don't ever want to miss. And when you're the number 1 player, you never ever underestimate your opponent. You always think that he has a chance of running out the racks like you do. So therefore, the best way to win is to keep your opponent in the chair.
And that's what he's done through 5 racks now.
And that's 5.5 racks, exactly. Well, of course, Mike did come to the table with this rack to push. So Mike, in the last 5+ racks, had one opportunity at the table, and that was to push. And as Johnny continues his assault on Mike Sigel, his TPA performance average is steadily climbing. He's up to 960 now, pocketing 95 balls and still only missing 1. So therefore, he's playing just about a flawless match.
That 960 is impossible.
At 960, right.
What happens, Bill, when you used a good player? That used to be a place, wasn't it? Here we go. The extend the cue. He didn't look like he hit him quite as hard that time. But
Okay, now we're seeing the best. No, now keep this in mind. We are seeing the best performance by a single person that we can possibly anticipate seeing, right?
Right.
All right, now compare this with a match that's very, very sharply contested between 2 players. Now the crowd out here is more or less sedate. You know, they're watching
Asleep.
this. They're awestruck in what Johnny's doing. You know, don't get me wrong. But they're like very quiet. They applaud after every rack. But I would think that a very closely contested match gets much better response, you know, from the crowd. So therefore, why don't we try to design the rules, you know, conducive to that type of, you know, that type of result, that type of action.
I know that Mike is not going to shoot this. Now, he can get down there and look at that all he wants to, and he's going to tell Johnny, okay, Johnny, let's see you continue on from here.
Yeah, this is too tough of a shot for Mike right now, perhaps even too tough for Johnny.
You're behind 11-3. You don't shoot this.
He's looking to position the cue ball behind the 5, hitting the 1 ball fully. I don't like
care
this
what
at
he
all.
was trying to do. I
Yeah.
can't believe he's shooting
He figured
this.
to get a double kiss there or something, but to shoot this shot is it's really ill-advised.
I know he's not going to shoot this.
Well, he has to be somewhat disoriented here. I mean, to sit in the chair for 5 or 6 racks and to watch the balls roll they're so accommodating for one person.
Well, it's something. It's not everything, but it's something. At least he's got some kind of shot off of this. He can play the cue ball over behind the 8. He can actually play the 1 in. I believe I don't know what I'd do here. I'd probably play it over behind the 8.
I'd play the cue ball behind the 8. I'd want to walk away from the table hooking Johnny. I don't want to give Johnny a chance to see the ball so he would either make it or hook me.
Really sound shot here is just hit it and stick right there. 2 rail it across behind the 4-5. That's a good shot.
Then you figure to leave him the gap in between the 5 and the cushion.
Isn't that something?
Look what he did with the cue ball. What did he try to do? Make it?
He's just trying to get back in. He's trying to do anything to change what's happening. But myself, I would rather try to play safe there. I know when you're behind 11-3, it's hard to win ducking.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to duck.
You have to try to get a shot
right.
to get something started. I agree with the professor on that. That's the professor's philosophy.
What's that?
Duck and get a shot instead of blast and try to make something happen. There, Mike. Oh, Johnny whacked it in. Up and down. Nice talking to you. See you tomorrow, boys. Yep. Well, if he wins this game, he'll be on the hill, and there's not one thing that Mike could do about it. The player that Mike Sigel is, there's not one thing he could have done to keep the score from being this way. With these rules, right?
That's the way I see it, buddy. Really, I'm not happy with the rules the way they are.
Let's change them.
We have a talent like Mike Sigel, who has been rendered completely defenseless throughout the entirety of this match. Johnny Archer is the #1 player in the world, deservingly so. But still, I would like to do something to compete against a guy like this if I had an opportunity at the title. And just sitting in my chair watching him run rack after rack after rack.
He's kind of overhit this one a little bit.
Yes, he has. He has overhit this one. And this is the type of a shot you really can't hit hard because you're the possible scratch cross corner.
And it's the type of shot that'll scoot.
Yeah, that's right. It might
the
scoot
cue
on
ball becomes big or small, and the side becomes big.
But all those little things that may have happened didn't happen. And one thing that did happen is what has been happening is Johnny run another rack, and the score now is 12-3 in favor of Archer.
Right, let's watch Johnny's break right quick. Have we got time to watch his break before he hits him here? Watch the extension here. Watch his Q-tip.
Archer 12, Sigel 3.
Bam.
Look, the Q-tip almost reached the area where the 1 ball was.
He could almost foul like that, couldn't he?
Mike Sigel in his chair in disbelief. Look at him. He doesn't understand why this has happened to him since he played all week long so hard and so well. Is it fair that I'm in this chair having absolutely nothing to say about what's going on? And I really feel for you, Mike, but
see you next tournament.
It's just not your turn right now, that's all. And maybe next tournament you'll have more to say about it. But this time, it just wasn't your time. Mike Sigel does have an opportunity at the table. This is his first, legitimate shot now in about 7 racks.
Mike is not a happy camper, and I can see his side of it too. I wouldn't be a happy camper either.
expect.
Well, what do you do here? He's thin it, bring him down behind the 4. Is that what he's going to do?
Yeah, he's going to play a safety on him here.
Oh, he's saying the cue ball over behind the 3. Of course, got the roll.
The 6 ball, it's a real big ball and, up above the foot spot. It blocks off a lot of the area where Mike may have to end up in order to obtain some shot on the 2 here. He played the cue ball 2 cushions, running
shot.
into the 3. But fortunately, he's able to hit the outside of the 2. He might be able to hook Johnny behind the
I
5.
think he left Johnny a shot.
Johnny may have a shot on the combination 2-8. He's actually eyeing it up now to find out whether or not
He has
it
2
is
shots
makeable.
here. He has 2 shots here, the 8 and the billiard on the 3 at the same time. He has a 2-way shot.
And the 3 did kiss the 8, by the way. It kissed the 8 while as the 8 was finding a way into the pocket, not really disturbing the direction of the 8, as the 8 has found its way into the pocket. Now Johnny has a nice shot on the 2. Boy, he hit that very nicely. If he banks this shot, it's very missable. This bank is very missable. The 9 ball is sticking out there quite a bit. Well, not if you hit it high like that, you're not going to hit the 9 position.
I believe he left a little bit of a shot here, didn't he?
It looks like Mike may be able to see the outside of the 3, and that's all he needs to be able to see in order to pocket the 3.
Nice shot. Well, I've really admired the way this guy's played over the years. In my opinion, he's the best when he's playing. He's the best player on the tour, in my opinion. Of course, his break might take away from that. Do you know anyone that plays better than he does as far as playing the game?
That's beautiful the way he plays, and how he does things, how accurately he plays. I've always loved to watch Mike play, and also you, buddy. I mean, to emulate someone, it would either have to be either you or Mike Sigel. That's what I think. Just perfect players. But right now, I really feel for Mike because he's really been tortured this particular match.
Yes, he has. Watch Johnny. He'll jack up, snatch this one right on back. Now things are going really well. He'll hit this perfect.
No, not this time.
He wanted to hit it perfect, didn't he?
He sure did.
A little light kill. Can you kill it with low left here, Mikey? Oh, he's hitting it with right.
He's not even using any English.
I wonder if he has a 9-pack in his bag.
That's what he's going to need after game number 16. The score is 12 for Archer and 4 for Sigel.
Tell you one thing, you could sure see tension mount if that was to happen.
If Mike's able to string together 4 or 5 consecutive racks, then I think you'll see a lot of life in this particular room and match. See, right now the room is very sedate. You know, people don't know what to say, and
Yeah.
I don't particularly care for runaways like this, even though we see, you know.
We see great pool.
Yeah, but I don't particularly care for this type of a match.
Oh, it seemed like he went ahead and drew back and hit him a little bit that time. Made 2 balls on the break.
Johnny shooting a 930 total performance average, and Mike shooting a 744. Johnny has missed 3 balls in this match.
Mikey's having trouble pulling the trigger.
Well, the angle that he has really is he's not comfortable with the speed of the cue ball. Nothing lays natural for him. He's going to have to do something unnatural to gain position for the 3.
Do you just go into him?
Well, that might be as good as anything. Now he's going across table twice on top of the 3, which was a wise decision. Staying away from the balls, attaining a shot on the 3. I don't like the angle that he has here. I would have much rather been in the center of the table. Now he has to draw back, and bad things can happen here.
He didn't mark his last game, which it probably doesn't matter. He didn't mark his last game.
No, he didn't. It's a good observation. He did not mark his last game. That's a good stroke.
A beautiful stroke. He gets to mark up 2 for 1.
Mike Sigel 5, Johnny Archer 12.
What about our buddy Bill Chris sitting over here beside us, loving this match to the marrow of his bones? I mean, this is a veteran sweater here now, and he's getting really, he's really becoming a good ear man. Everything.
Johnny Archer is running out a little better than 50% of the time off of the break, pocketing 11 balls. Pocketing balls on 11 out of 13 breaks. Mike Sigel running out 50% of the time, breaking the balls 4 times, pocketing a ball each time he broke the balls, and has run out twice.
He's just 7 games behind.
1 on the side, 9 coming close to the corner pocket, but he doesn't have a shot.
It almost nipped the 2.
He does not have a shot.
Maybe. Well, does he have the little hop shot there?
I don't know. It looks close to having a shot, but I don't know if he has one.
Yeah, he's trying to jump it.
He's going to jump it because
he wants to.
Yeah, he's going to jump it because he's trailing 12-5, and he doesn't really have anywhere to push, and it's time for a spectacular shot. So go ahead and let's have it.
He's got to scoot closer to the table. He was too far back from the table. He's leaning into the shot instead of stepping up to the shot and then bending down. He was leaning into the shot there.
Archer's looking to play the 9 here. He says, I'm going to end it right here on this 2-9 combination. I don't know if he might be better off playing the 2-3-4-9 combination.
He's got a cue ball here.
Like I said, he's going to play the 9. Johnny Archer winning the match against Mike Sigel by the score of 13 games to 5, and shooting quite a high TPA at 930 plus. Mike Sigel really didn't have much to say about what had happened in this match.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have about a 30-minute break. We'll be back with a trick shot exhibition.
So what we're going to do, buddy, is we're going to close it up, take a little break,
come back
relax
and see the
ourselves,
Hurricane
and then we're
Archer.
going to see if the Hurricane can do to Archer what Archer did to Sigel.
Right.
Or we're going to see if Archer continues his assault now on the Hurricane.
Right.
But one thing for sure, it's going to be exciting.
Right.
I mean, you know, I get hit with it every
Okay, we are going to have an opportunity to talk with Johnny, and I'm kind of interested in hearing what he has to say about this match. Here he is right now. Anyways, congratulations, Johnny. You have one more match left, and it's with your friend, the Hurricane, Tony Allen. But first, before we talk about the Hurricane, let's talk about a little about what happened out there against Mike Sigel. I mean, you were very dominant out there, and it all stemmed from your big break. How did you feel going into the match, and how were you feeling as you were just, shooting him down in cold blood, I should say.
Well, I didn't really feel real good when I got up this morning. Anytime you get up early, I guess. But whenever I came down here and started practicing, I just really, I really got focused, and it really started feeling a lot better the more I practiced. And then whenever I played the match, I just slowed my momentum down and tried to look over the shot a little more, and I really played well.
Yeah, you certainly did. You certainly did. And you broke the balls extremely well. And if we have an opportunity, if Pat can throw up the break stats for us, we'll look on the monitor there. Now look at the break stats. This is really incredible. You broke the balls 13 times. 11 of those breaks you successfully pocketed balls, and you ran out 7 racks out of the 13 breaks, which is above 50% of the time. And do you know what world-class speed is running out off of the break?
I don't know.
25% of the time. You more than doubled that.
Wow.
So if you do that against Tony Allen, or for that matter, anybody in the world, you figure to win the match.
Well,
easily.
you have to get opportunities. I mean, you have to be fortunate and get the rolls. And I got opportunities when I broke, and I was, the Lord gave me a lot of strength to really take advantage of them.
Well, that's good that you feel that way. And once again, congratulations
Thanks a lot.
on your win against Mike Sigel, and now you're playing your friend Tony Allen. And it wasn't too long ago that Tony Allen was playing Earl Strickland. And by the way, there's another story behind that. It was between you and Earl Strickland who was going to win Player of the Year, and it looked like whoever won this tournament, or at least finished the highest in this tournament, had a big edge going into that vote.
Yeah,
it
really came down to really who finished the highest in this tournament.
And when your
Tony
friend
gave me a little help in knocking Earl in the loser side, and then he double crossed me by beating me. So he kind of done both jobs there, but he's playing well, and it's going to be a tough match.
Yeah, Tony.
I feel like I'm gonna play a little better than I did last night, and hopefully I get a little more opportunities than I did last night.
Yeah, well, you're going to need more opportunities than you did last night, because he beat you last night 13-8, and he's definitely at the top of his game. But if you come back in this match against Ellen and play as well as you did when you played Sigel, Tony's really got to come with something awfully strong.
Well, I hope so.
Okay, congratulations
Thanks a lot.
once again, Johnny, and good luck in the finals. Okay, we're going to close it out, buddy. So on behalf of Buddy Hall, thanks a lot. We'll be right back. Ellen.